What's up, all you action figure lovers out there? Master Marvel's back at it once again, bringing you another exciting action figure review. This time we're doing the Hasbro Marvel Legends series 2-pack Havok and Polaris. This is a part of the 80 years coming at us at the end of the year here. This is one of them that I've been really excited about since I've seen the product shot, the promotional shots of this 2-pack. I've been dying to get it. So it was released, I don't know, maybe, I think it was last weekend sometime. I wasn't able to get it out of the house, but I know it was a real big hit and they were just kind of flying off the shelves. But I went ahead and took a stab at it, went to my closest GameStop, and boom, there it was. So throughout this week I was able to get my claim on one. So they are still relatively new. I mean, these things ain't, at least in my area, no more than a week old. So super stoked to get this one right here. This is the way I wanted to see Havok already to begin with. So I'm just glad that they did this. And with this being done, I feel like there's a lot of new uses that they can get based off of this Havok here with the jacket and stuff. So without any more blabbling and babble, this is why I don't even need to be talking today, because I just can't talk, man. Man, I've got a head cold. It's been driving me nuts all day. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. We're going to get this bad boy open anyways. Yep. And the Polaris in here, I'm not going to lie, she's super awesome too. I just love that 90s vibe, man. That Jim Lee style. The biggest complaint I've heard from this so far is just the usage of these floating bands and stuff on the legs. Kind of like the whole thing with the Jim Lee Cyclops, the way it was. But if you don't mind using a little super glue on your figures, it works. Otherwise, just deal with it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, gluing them in place ain't gonna hurt nothing, really. I mean, if you're worried about losing the value of the figure, I mean, if you're a collector, you're more than likely a serious collector, and you're not going to be getting rid of your Marvel Legends anytime soon. So I wouldn't worry about it so much. Okay, what do we got here? That's got to be turned around. I don't like that. The band's on there. See, they're actually glued on. That's stupid right there. They're glued on her, but they're glued on just backwards looking. I don't know. That was just kind of dumb. Jesus. I mean, the greatest thing about this Polaris has to be that head sculpt and the hair. I mean, this is something else. All right, I think we got her all straightened out, her limbs. You know, I use them sometimes, but I'm just, you know, we keep getting these effects pieces, and they've probably came with just about every Marvel Legend we've gotten in the last 3 years or more. So we definitely, if you collect Marvel Legends, you have an abundance of these things. I don't know. They work, but it's just getting an overusage of them, I think. I don't know. But our Polaris comes with 2 sets of hands. She's got a pair of fisted hands and a pair of open hands. So that's pretty cool. Another big complaint, I think, about this set so far is Havok could have used either an interchangeable head interchangeable hands. Been hearing complaints about his hands look too small. There's really nothing wrong with the hands. And of course, the Bucky cap mold this is used on. He does have kind of small looking feet, but I don't know. I mean, it's Havok. And it's just the design of the forearms that make the hands look really small. The way they're plugged in. There's that gappage, but I mean, I could totally overlook that. And there are different, there's hacks, there's other hands that we can use from previous figures. If you want to accommodate that, make it look better, you can. But I'm not going to do any tweaking to it. I mean, if I did any tweaking at all, it'd be gluing these things in their place because they get on my nerves. The Cyclops was that way. I mean, I never glued the ones on my Cyclops. They stayed in place once you pose the figure and get them the way you want. You can reposition them, and 9 times out of 10 they'll stay. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, because everywhere you try to, anyway. I will give you guys a close-up look at Polaris first. And then we'll bring Havok back up here. So you see. And, I mean, it's a good, clean paint job on these things, too. Don't see much bleeding, or even where it's, like, thin paint and you can see the blue through it. The X logos, just, you know, perfection. The hair sculpt on her is perfection. I love the curly hair look for her. Never been a huge fan of curly hair, but, I mean, it just really works on Polaris here. And then try to get her to stand. We got Havok. And I absolutely love this figure. There's something about it. I don't know if it's everything that we wanted to see. Like, you know, yeah, this is totally the head sculpt we could have gotten. Now, if they would have given this a second head sculpt like this with just black instead of the blue, we could have put it on our older Havok figure. That would have been dope. It's cool. There's a little snap where the jacket snaps shut there. But now, I mean, like, they can do so many. Now, you already saw that coming in 2020, we're supposed to be getting an X-Man figure. So I imagine he's going to be using this jacket as well. But, I mean, they can go back and they can redo Zorn. There's just so many freaking characters that they could do utilizing this jacket now. I mean, I think it might be the same one they're using. I'm not 100% sure on the Love Triangle 3-pack with Cyclops, Jean, and Wolverine. But, I mean, I like it. And I don't know. There's just so much that could be done with it. And, yeah, I really like that they gave us this finally. This is the Havok that I wanted in my collection. Whether it's throwback to the 90s or not, I mean, this profile of Havok, this, you know, version of him is the one that I'd prefer it on my shelf no matter what. You know what I mean? This is it. His new costume's cool and all. And like I said, get another one of these head sculpts right here and paint the blue black. It would be perfect. I mean, that'd be like the perfect Havok for me, but still really like this one. I love the jacket. Like I said, I'm not super impressed with these things anymore. They're just, to me, they're played out. They could have done something else. It's time for them to do something else. Because, I mean, we just got too many of these things now. So, yeah, come on, Hasbro. Be creative and make some new effects pieces. Because we'll take anything you give us, man. It don't even matter. We want it all. But, okay. So, here are the two figures out of the package. We're back to that. Now I'm wanting to do some comparisons here. Alright. I'm going to bring out the old Havok from, I believe it was the Juggernaut Wave. That might be correct. I think it was the Juggernaut Wave. So, of course, they're both on that Bucky cap mold, so obviously they do scale well together. I did see someone else already do a head swap on these, so that's how I know that, I mean, it's a perfect fit. Like I said, I'm not going to do it on here, but if you can get two of these figures, or even if, you know, somebody's got a 3D printer or something, you know, just make another head, whatever. That's all it takes to make this one a fantastic looking Havok, is just to repaint that head. I mean, that'd be awesome. Alright, and then we've got our previous, and this is from the Warlock Build-A-Figure Wave. We have this Polaris. So, voila. I'm loving it. I love that we've gotten two different Polarises. I love that we got two different Havocs. It doesn't bother me at all that I got these two figures again. It doesn't bother me at all. Usually it bothers me, but when it's something, when it's such a good upgrade, I won't complain about it at all. You know, like, I'm relieved that we got this. Didn't expect this Polaris, but we got it. And excuse me, with these two Polarises, you can swap the heads on these, and you got a perfect action figure either way it goes. It's going to look good. It's going to work. You know, some of it might look a little off having this head on this body, but this head on that body still looks perfect. So either way it goes, man, this is a perfect combo right here. You can mix and match, switch it up, and make it look amazing. So I like that. Yeah, this is a great 2-pack. One other thing that I want to do real quick, because we do have our new Polaris. Go ahead and get this dude out of here for a minute. Get her out of here for a minute. Put him off to the side for a second. The recent family 3-pack that we got with our Magneto. Got Polaris here with Dad. You got Quicksilver here. Really? I don't know what the hell the deal is when I do that, man. When they're facing me, they'll stand fine, and then I turn them the other way, and they don't want to stand right. I don't understand that. I've even checked the level of my table. It is level. I don't know what the deal is. And we have the new Scarlet Witch. So here now we have Magneto's entire, well, I don't know if it's his entire family. I can't really say that. I think Magneto does have other children that aren't really talked about a lot in the comics, but I think he might even have another daughter and possibly even another son. I don't know 100% sure, but these are the ones that we know of for sure. The ones we see, we know their stories. So yeah, I really like this Polaris now. It's just great, but the thing is the last Polaris I had displayed with my Brotherhood and everything, you know, right alongside Dad here. Now this one where she's rocking the X-Men logo probably isn't going to look right on that shelf, so that does kind of mess things up for me a little bit, but it's nothing I can't live with, nothing I can't work around. Yeah, just Hasbro's killing it, man, especially with their X-Men lately. They're just destroying the X-Men right now. I mean, everything they're dishing out is desirable for the most part. I mean, I'm loving everything, even if it's been something that we've already gotten, it's just reissued, doesn't matter, I'm getting it anyways. They just keep on making things better. I mean, this whole year has been really good. Like kicking it off with our Juggernaut Colossus 2-pack, man. That one was great, you know. Of course, the Magneto one, and I don't know, was there any more X-Men big packs this year? I mean, there was the Caliban Wave that came out. There was the Retro Wave that came out. Those were both pretty good. Yeah, we got our Nightcrawler this year. We got our Mr. Sinister. We got Silver Samurai, Storm, everything that we've been wanting. I mean, we've been getting it. And we're getting even more great things next year. So I'm just, I'm so stoked. And the year's almost over with, which means that pretty soon they'll be hitting. I can't wait. But I guess the next one to get before the year's up is probably that 3-pack with, Cyclops, Jean, and Wolverine in it. So I guess I'm looking forward to that too, even though I've got all 3 of those figures. But, the Jean's new. She's been upgraded. The Wolverine's had some more accessories. Of course, our Scott's now, he's got a jacket on and he's got different heads and stuff. So, I mean, it's a little different. So, it's going to be pretty cool. But, yeah, man, now that I finally got this review out of the way, I could probably get all these guys back on my shelves because I had to take them off my shelf to do this review. I want to do some comparisons, and I kind of wanted to bring the Scott down and stuff like that and do some comparisons and maybe Mr. Sinister and whatnot. But, man, it's not worth destroying all my shelves, where they've been displayed already for that. I mean, this is good enough. Just getting these figures out there, talking about them, doing a few comparisons is good enough. This Havok right here is a standalone figure. Would have been fantastic. You know what I mean? I'd have bought this dude 3 or 4 times probably if I got him single carded. You know what I mean? But to fork over the money to get that 2-pack several more times over, I don't know if I want to do that. But that'll probably wrap it up for this one, man. I absolutely love this set. Recommend you get it if you haven't already gotten it. It's a really big hit. You can see why. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. These things are badass. And if Hasbro just stopped making, any other Marvel Legends and just did it X-Men characters, I don't even think I would complain, man. I love what they're doing with the X-Men. I don't want them to do that, but if it's something that he did, I'd just have to live with it. I'd be okay with it. So, but that's going to wrap it up for this review, man. Hope you guys really liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And as always, you're checking out old MasterMarvel80 here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later, man. Peace.